Well, look at you all. How delightful is this? Thank you all for coming. And really, I have just really a huge desire to say thank you to everyone who has supported me as we've been doing this journey together, looking at all the gates and all the lines over the last year, and just give you an idea of what is sort of coming, as much as I have an idea of what is coming. So, but to share that with you because you're my community. I'm a tribal being. You're my tribe. And thank you so much for that. And Karen, hello, lovely to see you. Lovely to meet you. Uh,
I
So yeah, it's been a year, huh? And I was hoping that the other Diana, who's also a G, would come. As she said she would. She's the one who started me. She's a manifester, and she's the one who initiated me into this body of work that has accrued over the last year. I was on a co-living project with her a year ago, and she asked me if I would just like to do the transits every morning. And I said, yes, I'd love to do that. And then towards the end of our month, she said, well, I can't keep going on without having this every day now. So you've got to keep doing it. Would you like to keep doing it? And she gave me something to respond to. And I was like, yeah, I felt really recognized by that. And the rest is history, as they say. And slowly, as I kept putting it out, more people found me. And today I just looked before I came online. I now have 580 subscribers on YouTube. She's like, yay. Because it's brilliant because it's been an organic process and you guys shared me and it's sort of that it's just been glorious to watch that unfold really. Um and I was going to share with you a couple of things that are coming up and I'm hoping that yeah, she's not here yet. Okay, so my friend Michal and I, but I'll tell you about that when Michal comes. She'll be here soon. So, yeah, in all year, I've had three thumbs down, which I think is pretty amazing. I'm very happy about that. And yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, well, whatever. Three isn't too bad, is it, overall that time? 448 videos. That's the 384 lines and then the 64 overviews, which has also been a thing. And there were definitely times when my ego was driving it rather than anything else, but we got here. We got here. So it's yeah, it's fine. It's good. It's good. I am going to Mexico this coming week. Bear and I are taking a holiday. We're going on a retreat. We're going on a conscious language retreat. And it is conscious language that is going to inform the stories that I am going to tell as we go forward. And if you would like to join me on the journey as the wheel goes round again, this is something that I am bringing in now is conscious language so that it's a real empowering sense of, hey, Daniela, it's a real empowering sense of what the gates embody. And so it won't be going through all the lines and all the gates each time because I've done that. That's all there. That's on YouTube and it will stay up for a while. And so now it's time for something different. And I do love to tell stories. So I am doing a story for each of the gates. I have a story and it will be told in the first person and it will be told with conscious language. And there will be short stories, really, sort of 7 minutes or so, not much more than that. And one thing that feels maybe correct, if it's correct for you, then please embrace it, is to listen to the same story each day through the transit, because it will deepen as you go through the transit and you'll get a different sense from it as you go through. I am also working on workbooks to go with each of the gates. They're not quite ready yet, but when they are, I will be anybody who wants to come and have those, they're very welcome to have a workbook. And there's contemplations there, there are prompts, there are even some exercises in, so that you can truly embody these gates and take the experience that you have out into the world. Because if we don't somehow get something practical from it that we can embody, it's just mind candy. And it's like it's very entertaining and it's wonderful. And yet this is a living system and it lives in our bodies. It's human design. Design is the cells of our bodies, it's our form. So bringing somehow this work into our form and embodying it after having this year of intellectual mind candy is really someplace I would like to take this. And I know many of you have had really wonderful physical sort of aha moments, not just mental ones, but you've really taken a lot of this into the bodies, because I read your comments and I see the journey that a lot of you are on, and it's so inspiring to see how you're so committed to your experiment. I mean, really respect to all of you for doing this. It's just very, very beautiful to see. And here is Michal. This is something else that this is happening in my life. Michal, who is completely crazy. I'm trying not to take any notice of her, really. She's a generator. She's unemotional. Or she's not emotionally defined, to be correct. We are going to be doing a deep dive together into the emotionals. Now we're going to look at how feeling is healing, Nizar. Feeling is healing. As you tell me, and as we're sort of taking it into that, we're going to look at the differences between the solar plexus as it's defined and the solar plexus as it's open. Michal's solar plexus is open, and she lives with 4 emotionally defined men. I mean, you know, come on. She has a lot of material there to work with. So we've got tomorrow we're doing a webinar, free webinar on that. That's going to lead then into a 9 or 10 week course that we're going to do down the road, maybe starting in a month or so's time. So this is also very exciting, and this is happening. So yeah, I've got lots of really lovely things coming along, and I do have, as I say, this conscious language thing that that Bear and I are embracing and working with. And I do have a story that I would love to share with you that is written within. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Michal, for putting that in. That's great. Wonderful. So there is a link there if you would like to have a look at the Solar Plexus Deep Dive webinar tomorrow. It's at the same time. It's 6 p.m. GMT. And yeah, and we're going to have some exercises, and we're going to look at different ways of how we are in the world with our definition or with our openness. So yeah, it's fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Michal's done some beautiful slides for it, so it's going to be great. I'll try not to swear too much, and we'll be fine. So I have a story. Would you like to hear a story, guys, told in, this is sort of going to be a bit, it's a closing of the cycle. Let me tell you that it's the closing of the cycle. Okay. So if you're sitting comfortably, and you know, you're all very welcome to unmute and to talk and to be part of this. This isn't just about me. This is about us and the community that we have together. So I will tell you the story, and then if anybody would love to come in and talk, then please, we'll go take it from there. Okay, so this is a closing story to honor the first journey through the 64 gates, and it's called We Have Walked Our Wheel. I began with a feeling more than a thought, a quiet thrum beneath my surface, a pulse whispering from deep within, it is time. I knew only my journey must begin, not what I would find, and so I stepped onto my path, one gate, one line at a time, uncertain, yes, and devoted. I listened, I wrote, I was shaped by what came to me. Each gate opened something ancient and new. Each story became a thread I pulled from my memory's marrow. Truths I carried previously hidden spilled into words, and still I returned through fog, through fire. Clarity and confusion braiding together as one. I stood alone at first, my voice quiet and clear, speaking out into my world. I was soon joined by folk eager to discover their own pulse, their own call to remember, to evolve, to awaken. And we became our own wheel. Projectors, generators, manifestors, reflectors, defined and undefined, open and full. Each with our own rhythm, our own voice, our own expanding symphony. Some folk came with questions, some folk with wisdom, and together we walked. We embrace our abundance in gate 55. We sharpen our courage in gate 38. We soften in gate 2. We are fools and warriors both in gate 51. We remember who we are through gate 10 and we love ourselves. We experiment, experience, support, share, and empower. We feel limitation. We ride our melancholic pulse of mutation, and our story becomes our truth. We let go of our maps, of our desire to know. We realize we are our own map. We are our own myth, our key, our code, our own voice. We learned our sovereignty is in our quiet knowing, arising as we walk ourselves home. Now, as I complete my first spiral, I feel my wheel settling into my hands, something to carry and something carrying me. I breathe, I stand, I listen, I am. My soft breath of becoming rises again. My next turn of the wheel begins. My journey starts anew, fresh and different. My seeking embraces a path less traveled. I am one who remembers, one who knows my rhythm, one who tells the stories, one who walks in company, in community, one who welcomes my own return. My wheel turns again. I turn to meet my beloved.
Ah. Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. I felt that.
Pure poetry. Wow, Pambachi. Uplifting. Wow.
Mm.
Every word, every gate, every line, a very gentle nudge. Keep moving, keep going. There is more. It's so incredible. Oh, Pambachi, you are a miracle. Wow. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Whew.
you, Doug. And you've supported me from the beginning with doing these. You've been wonderful. So many of you have been with me, right? Almost from the beginning. It's just glorious that you've been with it all this time. But that a lot of that is the conscious language that comes through in that. That's where I'm really studying and want to bring in and merge with the human design work, which is so powerful already, and just giving it that little bit of just extra. It's like a sprinkle on the top that a Michelin restaurant, you'd get a little bit of extra. You've got a very, very good dish already, but let's just give it a little tiny sprinkle of something. And this is what conscious language brings. It kind of deepens it and touches. It's so powerful. The stories for each gate, oh, they're becoming something very, very deep. Yeah.
My talk, I would like to thank you because I'm started today and, I'm a newbie. So I'm starting to learn about every channel I've got open and defined. And I go back to all the old stuff, and I just opened the video today, and I thought how beautiful she is. I just love your changing every day. Just seeing a different person, and deepening everything so nicely. For me, is a beautiful present. I don't know how to say it really because I'm Italian, so my English is not perfect. But it's been like opening up gates every day on something different and giving me a lot of support that I receive. in my journey. So thank you.
Oh, glorious, Anna. So that's beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you. And one person we must remember while we're doing all these little thank yous is Bear. Bear, because Bear makes the tea, Bear makes the buns, Bear feeds me while I'm up here squirreling away doing gates and lines. And without Bear, I mean, he's such a huge support, and he does all the Substack stuff. And we've got this new Substack where Bear is migrating all of my material so that eventually it will all be on Substack, and he'll be able to manage it really well from there. So that's another thing you can sign up to if you would like to, and if that feels correct for you to sign up to the Substack channel, then that's another opportunity that's there.
And
Yeah.
Annalisa is quite right. She does change every day. I've actually got 64 wives.
Some of them are quite nice.
Actually busy in this house.
You're lucky.
And you, Bear, you probably also change with every day then.
Yep.
In the Design Tea Center, you don't change. Wow.
Yeah, there are days when I was doing a couple of gates that are in a row, sort of costume changes and trying to make it look like different every day. It's like different hair and got to do that. And yeah, I've got a lot more scarves than I had this time a year ago.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to say, I'm just going to post the link to Bamji's done an introduction video to the new series, which will give you a sort of flavour of how they're going to come across. I'll just post a link in the chat. If you haven't, you may have seen it already, but if you haven't,
Yeah,
do have a look
went
at
out
it.
on YouTube yesterday, so yeah, so you might have seen it. Yeah. So so that's the new approach. I mentioned the workbook. I've said the deep dive, and I'm going to Mexico. What else have I got? What else? The conscious language. Guys, I haven't got huge. I just wanted to see you all and say hello. So if you've got other things, and it doesn't have to be a big, love you fest. Thank you. And I love that you love me, and I love that, of course. But please, anything you'd like to say. Was there a particular gate that touched you in this last year? Is there one particular line that you saw in a whole new way that has somehow impacted you? You're very invited to share. Would you like to share? Do you
Yes, I would like to.
Yes.
Yes.
Please
So,
do.
is my audio okay? I found you through the Human Design, the Rave Festival, and I'm kind of a newbie too. I'm in my third year, and I hate it when my voice trembles. I'm feeling it. So that was in January, where it was second, when that was my first comment. Normally, I don't social media. But I immediately started interacting somehow with you, wanting to give something back of what I was hearing, because through Human Design, I know now I'm a generator. I'm a 6/2. I'm emotionally undefined, and I have 3 ears. So the voice, kind of what I hear, I noticed myself on video that I turn my right ear. So I've started to notice I'm doing that, but I have to be told. So someone had to tell me, start using your right ear in a way, or me noticing, oh, there's a 21, 22, 1. That's your right ear. And I started to use it kind of automatically, because I'm right-handed, always my left ear, which what I heard there is kind of the whole emotional wave thing, which anyway. So that's a little presentation of myself. And where it started for me was kind of the 21, the 22, the one
Mhm.
where I somehow felt something like more appreciation of what that individual, even if I'm undefined, what that individual gate has as a potential to communicate something.
Mhm.
And you put it in such a way that I felt kind of wow, like wow. So that's what I bring into a conversation, and I'm going wow, because I feel inside that my body. I feel kind of a timidity to say, "Oh, this is who I am," because I think it's because of the two body. That's not how it feels inside. There's a kind of shyness and about, so that's where it started for me. And then also the difference between in gate 36, the gate of crisis, the difference in the line, the second line, which I have, and the difference with a third line, and how crisis. I always wondered about, I get a lot of crisis in front of me from other people.
Mm.
And I've always felt like, what? It's coming at me. But it's so that difference between actually what I understand from it, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm open to suggestions, is that the crisis is over there. It's never mine. And that's what it always felt like uh, standing like, what's happening here? And the tsunami is over there, but it's coming at me. And I never understood that. So that difference, even in the same gate, the difference between the line,
Yes.
that line especially, for me, is huge. Do I have another one? Oh yeah. The 25, the 5, which you said about healing,
Yes. Yeah.
Brilliant.
for me, because I've been struggling with illness since 2015. And all what you said about healing is what I came to before I met human design. Like what you said about the pharma industry, you're a customer. You're a customer. And the healing thing, and it's so I come into human design actually unhealthy physically, and it around guilt, the self-blame thing, because that's the feeling that I have all my life, kind of. It's probably because of the trajectory of sixth line is I don't know. There is something, but I don't know what it is. What is it that I don't know? Because I'm feeling off. I'm not feeling, I'm feeling different. I can feel that I'm different and I don't know why. So the 25-5 for me is kind of a shift inside about withdrawal, to
Mhm.
have a chance to become healthy again and not feel guilty that I'm not kind of wanting to be off the roof.
Mm.
But I want to engage with other people because I want that too, but I'll have to wait a little bit. That's kind of given, you have given me some kind of permission to, Karen, it's okay. Just take a step back. It's
Mhm.
okay. just do that. And then was there another one? Yeah, there was a 25/6 as well, so today. But I've been thinking about for me, these recent gates, because my click kind of with you and what you were talking about started with the 21, the 22. I have the 21/6. See? I mean, about control. I'm very grateful what you said there, but that's another story. One, I've been wondering about this connection that I'm starting to have with the different gates and it's a question that I have is it because my birthday is coming up? My birthday is on the 5th of April. So it's like it feels like I'm actually connecting with my gates, kind of, to then the 5th be kind of, because my birthday has always felt very important to me. It's my day. That's how I look at my birthday. I'll turn 58, which is amazing. That's my sentence every time, because people know me as being an ill person, being yes, I have this channel of struggle as well, but I don't look at struggle the same way as I don't agree with what's being said about this, because it's, I mean, if I start talking, I mean, there's so much that I'm so glad I found you. You're, for me, you're it's a gift.
Thank you.
And it's I wanted to buy you cups of coffee. And I went on Substack, but it's kind of, I went like, there's this, what is it, Swift payment method, and I went, oh my God, no. But I want to give, so the comments is...
It's a lot. I love the interaction. And what you say about the lines is so interesting, because when we look at the gates, we get a certain generic description of the gate and we think, oh, we know what that gate's about. And then when you start looking at the different ways that the lines express through the gate, it's really unfolds and brings something very different and often much richer, of course, to it. And you look at them in a very different way. And so going through it this deeply is, it's really not for the faint-hearted somehow, I think. And Nizag, you know the 22 quite well. Do you know? That's one of your gates, isn't it?
Who?
Nizag.
Nizag.
Are you a 22? Yeah, you. Yeah. Where were you then? You'd gone somewhere else.
I was so completely with you, Karin, and now with you, I was not there anymore. Yeah, I just had my birthday. I have 4. I have 22-1, 22-2, 22-3, 22-4. And the sun is in the 22-2. Mercury is in the 1, and North Node is in the 3, and Jupiter in the 4. So I'm plastered there. And what you shared, Karin, about your birthday, I feel the same. I mean, about my birthday, it doesn't matter what happens, whether I'm on my own or whether I had a huge celebration in France. I just feel it, like the sun is shining onto me. I'm being lit up all over. My cells are dancing. And it has nothing to do with whatever is happening on the outside. So I could really relate to what you shared.
And didn't Ra say something about not making big decisions within 7 weeks of your birthday or something like that? I have a memory of there's something like that. 7 weeks either side of your birthday, you shouldn't be making any big decisions because it's part of the cycle. And, you know, as you're coming into your birthday, the energies are aligning and, you know, you just hold on, don't do much. I don't remember the exact time period. Do you remember that, Nizar?
It is. It has to do with the design. It
So
has
it's
to
the
do.
88 days.
It has to do basically. It's this 88 degrees before birth, when the personality crystal enters into the vehicle, and so it's like we have a design birthday, and then it's almost like we are pregnant for approximately 3 months, and then we have a new birth when it is our birthday. And I have been watching it over the years, and I noticed that it is true. Something is on those 3 months, starting for me around the 10th of December or so. Is some, I'm pregnant. I'm something. I mean, it's winter time. I mean, what I prefer to do in this period is anyway to kind of like feel like a bear.
Keep your hands off that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense, Karen?
Yeah, I was just thinking I had my reading, so in 2023, on the 10th of January, which is kind of funny, January, February, March, and my birthday is in April.
Yeah.
So it's kind of,
Yeah.
when you, it's fun, yeah. And yeah.
Mm. Hello, Julie. Thank you for coming along.
Hello, sorry for hopping on late, but it's nice to be here, and a big congratulations to you. What an accomplishment.
Oh, thank you.
What an accomplishment. I've so enjoyed your videos. I'm so grateful to you.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you. And as I said earlier, we will be leaving the videos and the things up. And Nizar has said, make it a book. This should be a book. And Bear is actually working his way through the gates and the lines to create some kind of an encyclopedia. And at some point, it's likely to take a little while because there's quite a lot of material there. But it is something that he's got on his to-do list. Open route. It'll either happen really quickly or not at all. So yeah.
I also feel to say, I have been teaching human design since 2002. I mean, continuously and in the whole world and always live. And I have come across many teachers, not only Ra. And I dare say that what you are offering is the best training that anybody can ever go to, wanting to learn about gates and lines. I mean, it's like, forget the normal PTL one thing, which costs a lot of money and it lasts a long time. It's so incredible. I mean, what you have been courageous enough to just step into the wheel and decide to walk it and talk it. And nobody else has ever done that. It's so absolutely unique, and it's the best way to learn. And I'm so grateful for it. And I'm so thrilled about it. And I also felt like when you were telling your story in the beginning, I just feel like the way you do this, walking through the wheel, I had this sensation as if this is how we can experience how we are being held. We are being held. We are being held. It's a circle. We are being held. We can't get lost when we are connected. We can't get lost. It's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, from the moment we are born until we die, and then I don't know where we go. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But while we are here, it's this kind of like, wow, being held. Yeah, that's what came to me, being held.
Yeah.
By the wheel. Yeah. We are being held by the wheel. And we don't even have to hold ourselves. We are being held.
It doesn't matter what we do. We're held regardless. Yes, indeed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Indeed.
Wow.
And when you go through it in the way that we've all been going through it on with these videos, you really do see the path of it. You see the story, and it really becomes so logical that this leads into that, leads into this, leads, and it's like this is not an accident. It's just so incredible when you do it in this way, and you see how the sixth line just tips over into the first line of the next gate, and it makes so much sense when you do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and what I really liked what she did was the grounding, how the sun and the moon, which kind of gives a fuller
Yes.
story of just instead of just, oh, that's that gate, and it's I don't like these, and how, yeah, what struck me at one point was that you, like you just said, there was a story that looked back, and it's the story, and you named the gate, and it made complete sense, and then the gate itself of the day, and then how it was going, and it made complete sense. Kind of, it made me look at the wheel differently. How
There's a
it's
really lovely way when you look at the polarity of a gate and then you look at its mirror as well, because that's another thing. You can look at its harmonic. So there are 4 different ways you can look at it. You've got the gate itself, you've got the harmonic, which is the gate at the other end.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've got its polarity, which is the opposite end of the wheel. So you've got that, and then you've got its mirror, because the whole chart is, it doesn't look symmetrical, but it really is. So you could also look at its mirror as well. And there is a story to be told through that whole journey of those 4 gates. So it's not just the grounding, and that's the sort of what I did with it mostly. Sometimes I brought the mirror into it too. But that's also a really lovely journey. So we're going to be going around the wheel for years. Next time we'll do the mirrors. There's such depth to be teased out of it. And Michal has an incredible mind and looks at patterns and is able to see the patterns in things. And she looks at a circuit and she'll go, have you noticed how this gate and that and all the gates in this bit, they all have the similar kind of, and then they all do this and they all do that. And I look at it and think, holy crap, that's amazing. So it's when you start looking at the patterns that are in there and you weave them together, that it's just such an amazing piece of kit, really. Thank you, Ra. An amazing piece of kit. I will, yeah. I'm sure you'd love to know. Yeah.
You know, I just had this fantasy, Bambaji. We would need to kind of like rent a beautiful big place and all live there for 1 year.
Excellent.
And experience this movement. In aura for 1 year. Can you imagine what that would be like? Huh?
Yes. That would be a thing, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm a reflector, so my fantasy is still to have a 1-month reflector retreat for reflectors only, where we can at least, you know, with the moon, just with the moon.
Yeah.
Because that's basically for us the story. No?
Mm-hmm.
But I just now imagine 1 year, all a group of people living together and walking the wheel together. Woo!
Wow, yes.
There.
Amazing.
Can you find a way?
Yeah.
Always on my mind, as the song goes.
Yeah, and there's the whole 2027 thing coming up here. It's like, where do you want to be when the cycle changes, or who do you want to be with when the cycle changes, and all of that. That's starting to come. You know, it's only a couple of years away. Like, whoa, so how, where, when, who? That's a really interesting little thing I sit with sometimes. I think, well, sometimes I think I just want to be on my own because I want to feel it. And I don't want to be in aura with everyone else where it's all getting quite messy. And, you know, I just want to be on my own. And then I think, yeah, but it's so big. It's like, you've got to share these really big moments and we've all got to support each other. And it's like, oh God, it's just, yeah, what do you do? What to do? What to do? Any thoughts on that, anyone? Where are you guys planning on being? Have you given it any thought yet?
I just realized I'm not strategic, so I can think about it, but it's better not to do anything about it.
Yeah,
Just see what happens.
yeah, yeah. See where you're invited, see what you respond to at the time, all of those things, of course.
Mm, mm.
When you ask me today, I'll say I want to be on my own. That could change. I'm a planning generator also, so when you ask me today, but I'm also receptive, so I don't know where I will be. But if you ask me today, on my own, probably because of this 6th line in my profile.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And just thinking about it, I mean, if it is what Ra talks about when his 61-1 came in,
Yes, yeah, because he felt that, didn't he, 60 odd years ago?
yeah, and so makes this human being wonder about her and her profile and all her 6 lines and
And we have quite a lot of 6-line beings here, actually, I think.
yeah, who else?
Ringe is here, and Maria, you're 6th line, and Noelle, you're 6th line, aren't you, honey? We've got a 6-2 emotional generator. I'm not sure who you are, my lovely. And then we've got Steph is a 4-6. So we've got lots of 6 lines. Are you all, and Daniela 6-2? Yes, yeah.
It feels like I'm a 6th line now as well. Today is my second Saturn return, so I'm a 6-2 in my return.
Okay, well, happy Saturn return. Good luck. Better than your Uranus. Okay, Noelle, thank you, lovely. Lovely to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So Manifestor leaves the building. Hi, Steph. Nice to see you.
Hello. Nice to meet you
Hi.
all.
So yes, that's a whole other level to the 2027 for you 6 lines. It's what is that? Will you notice it? What will it feel like? And Ra did say that if you are aware of this mechanic, you're going to feel it. You know, he said other people maybe won't feel it until maybe 10 years down the line a little bit, and they'll start to notice, oh, something's different. But this is the real closing of the door on our 7-centered heritage. So, we've been in the cross of planning since we had the Uranus was discovered. So all of this time that we've been 9-centered has been part of the cross of planning. And now with that door closing, we step truly into our 9-centeredness. Wow. It is very exciting and slightly like, holy shit. Yeah.
I may, I am a 5-1 and generator, splenic center and undefined solar plexus. So I'm really thinking what is gonna happen to me if I don't get to know better the way to handle this emotional way. At the right moment, right now, I feel that I want to be with people. I'm shifting to be a lot with people, and I'm shifting to getting people to know things. You know, I'm sharing all the time with much more confident than before. So if I get it right, hopefully, you know, it's going to be really nice for me because I actually I enjoy a lot my own time and my loneliness and you know diving into my deep but I think I'm enjoying more staying with people and sharing. And I think that even the human design, I don't know, I've been listening to a lot of videos and people, and once I heard that, you know, human design is not for everybody. And at the time I thought, yeah, it's probably right because you need to be, drawn to these things to be open. But then now I think that human design is for everybody. So I'm sort of like starting to tell people, in a subtle way, not going deep, not going channel and stuff, but trying to
Yet.
not
Who knows?
communicate there is things, I don't know with how much success, but I keep doing it.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I came late into the game, and I don't know. A couple things for me. I love that you're a projector. Like I've never really been taught by a projector. My learning has come through generator, and I think that just makes me curious and interested. And I also am just curious for you, your commitment, the commitment to the commitment and what that was like for you, because you didn't, I mean, you showed up, you were there always, always, always. And I was, first of all, very inspired by the information that you shared, but even more than that, I was inspired by your commitment to doing the whole thing. And like you made it. And I was getting excited for you that you were almost done. I mean, there was a whole different thing going on for me with the experience that you were so dedicated and committed. And that can't go like, I need to acknowledge that as another fellow projector of what that meant to me.
Well, thank you. And at times it was hard. At times, definitely, as I said earlier, I felt my willpower was the only thing that was getting me to show up in front of the camera and to make it happen. But as soon as I started, nearly every one of those recordings was done in one take. I never listened to them after I've done them. I just put them out. So it's almost as though it's not. I mean, without it being like really woo-woo and they were on my channel, but there was something talking through me a lot of the time, and it flowed so seamlessly and so well, and it touched so many people. I think if I had written that and crafted it to have that kind of impact, it wouldn't have happened in that way. There was something about just surrendering to the process. I think it happened about 6 months in, where I was just like, I'm in this now, and this is, it's taking me. I'm not, it is, this wheel is turning me these days. It became a very interesting process. But yeah, there were times definitely when I felt thank God I've got the defined ego, because I think otherwise it wouldn't have really gone that far. But thank you, Julie. Thank you for that recognition.
Yeah, the Blackbirds were the support crew.
Yeah.
The program used you
Mm-hmm.
and is still using you.
Yeah.
The program is, I feel like each of the gates and each of the lines itself, the energy itself was speaking through you, revealing itself to you and then to us in that way.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and it makes sense with your cross. You have those two up there. No, these two antennas. I call them antennas up on the head center.
Uh-huh.
Where messages can come.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's 61. That yeah, it definitely does. It works like that.
What's the 6? You have only the
I got the
61.
61 and the 62, so kind of offset.
60.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah. The
64
60.
as
It's the
well, so
61. Yeah.
61's my personality son. Yeah. I've just got one.
But the most important one for that kind of stuff.
Indeed. Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. And it's the same with the stories. Something is coming with those, and I don't exactly know where it's coming from. And sometimes you just got to surrender to it, haven't you? Because if I do try and control it, then I seize up. So it's like, okay, whatever.
I wanted to say that that's what drew me to you as well, because I tend to be very acoustic myself, and it was the voice. It was this effortless cohesion. It didn't sound rehearsed at all compared to what's out there. I mean, the other teachers whose mastery, some of them are, they're not pretending. I mean, but this effortless cohesion that showed your deep authenticity, and that's what resonated. And as a 6'2" myself, it's all about resonance. And whereas I did apply strategy and authority when it came to other teachers, because I was out on the market to find someone that I felt I could connect with to teach me more, because I'm very new, just 1.5 years. I did apply. I'm a manifesting generator. I was really enthusiastic about some people. I said, yes, she's the one. But then I just said, hang on, let's wait and see. And then something fell off. But when I found you through Reddit. Reddit is a forum and a subreddit, as it's called, on human design. Well, several thousand members there. Someone suggested your channel. I said, okay, let's not be very enthusiastic. Let's give it some time. But I didn't have to. It felt very natural. That's how I contacted you. And now Bambaji is my teacher, and I'm very happy about my decision.
Excellent. Thank you. We've got class tomorrow morning. Don't be late.
Yes, I won't.
I can be very fierce. And Daniela, my ballet friend. Daniela came over to England. We went to the ballet together because you live in Romania, yeah?
Yes. Yes. Good evening. So I'm very happy to be here and to see you. Your face always with big smile, and also always very warm. And I'm very grateful to have met you. And also I want to thank you because you are the fairy of human design. And you and thank you for all your stories. And I'm very happy that now I understood you will give us more stories. And I think it's quite original and will be amazing. I can't wait to hear your stories, and I'm very grateful.
Thank you, gorgeous.
Thank you to be what you are, Bambaji.
Thank you.
Our fairy. And I can't wait to meet you in Glastonbury with Pawaka.
Yeah, you're coming over for the immersion. Yes.
Yes, I have tickets. I have all.
Yep. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Lots of opportunities.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear that most of your recordings are going to stay online for a while, because I don't really remember when I started following it. Maybe sometime last summer, which means there's quite a lot of the gates that are coming up now. I haven't heard from you yet, so
excellent.
I'll get back to them now.
Yeah, they'll all be there for a little while. Yeah. Mostly because it's such a lot of work to take them down, actually. But
You mean they're not going to stay there forever?
They won't stay there forever, because gradually we're going to make them into the book. We're going to make them into that. Well, maybe they will, honey. I haven't actually got clarity on whether to take them down, or whether just to leave the overviews up, or whether
or make a book where also one can listen, not only read.
That's
and
what there was.
Also be sold,
yeah.
Because for me, I'm auditory. I would love to be able, like with many of the teachings, to just keep on listening, rather than reading. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we'll definitely do that. We'll have a series of all 64 gates, and it'll be much more easily accessible than going via YouTube or trying to look back over Substack or whatever, because they tend to, the order gets out of sync. But we're working on that. And yes, definitely having the combination of the two, the auditory side, and maybe the video as well. Because I'm like you, Nizag, I like listening to stuff, whereas other people like reading it. So we're going to produce there'll be we call it an encyclopedia. It's going to be that thick. 300, just imagine 384 transcripts. I mean, most of those recordings are average 10 to 15 minutes. That's quite a lot of narrative. I'm not sure whether to leave the blackbird feeding in. I think I probably will.
Probably leave the blackbird.
And just have pictures of blackbirds every other gate. Just so people kind of understand what's going on. But there is such an enormous body of work here, and it is so good. I know I'm biased, but like the rest of you, I mean, it is just awesome, isn't it? She's just a natural. She doesn't realize how good she is. But I'm working on it.
Well, that's the line two. Well, you can't help it. The line two never knows.
No, exactly.
Never knows.
And if you guys are ever looking for a particular gate and line and you can't find it, I've got links for all of them in a wonderful spreadsheet. Just message me and let me know that you're looking for a particular one, and I'll let you have the link for that, so that that you will always be able to.
I think the other thing we were thinking about was giving people a kit, so you would have links to the videos or transcripts of the videos for all the gates in your chart. You'd have the incarnation cross to start with, and then you'd have everything else, so that you could actually listen to your design. I think that would. There's lots of heads nodding. That sounds like that might go down quite well.
Yeah.
Only
that
24 hours in the day, though.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
What I actually did on YouTube, on your channel, there is a search bar. And then what I did is I looked it up myself on my gates, kind of.
Yeah.
And then you can put it into a playlist as well, and so you can do that kind of thing, so that you can
do it
create it that
yourself.
way.
I mean,
some people are good at that sort of technology. I mean, you're good at that. I mean, dear Nisarg, I mean, she wouldn't be. How would you make a playlist in YouTube, Nisarg? No idea. Some people can't do it. So
no, I need the package.
Yeah, exactly. Call it the Nisarg package.
Yeah.
I mean, for every group that I teach, I need somebody who is helping me with the technicality, even just to put the music on, to dance. I don't know how to do that. Marianne, you remember?
Yeah, there wouldn't be any music if it was left up to you, really, would there? So yeah, lots of ideas floating around with what to do with this material, and with the growing body that's going to come with all the stories that are coming through as well. So yeah, we'll see.
I was actually thinking, can I say something about taking the videos off YouTube? Because Bear said that. I'm like, why not leave them on? Just as people who are interested that there is someone out there that's just creating content, to not take it off, as giving people a chance to actually meet you in a way, that's what came to me, kind of leave it on, please. It's like,
I think the original reason for thinking about taking it off was that all the videos over the last year are date specific.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Each one says, we enter,
but it's
25 that. And yes, of course you can go back and you can listen to gate 25, line 5,
and
it's relevant whenever you listen to it. But I take your point. There's not really any reason why they shouldn't stay up, because it is such a fantastic body of work. But it's the collation. If we can collate it into it's a
work in progress.
Work in progress. They're still
but
up,
I just
don't
wanted
worry.
to mention it because I'm like, no, something would be missing from the internet, which is just great. Okay, that being said,
It's going to be 384 downloads tonight.
And I
When the
was
rest,
thinking
400.
you create a package that you can sell. I mean, you have a defined ego after all, so you need to be able to make some money with it. Because, like I said, this is the best teaching material that's around. There isn't anything. I mean, you topped it, really, Bambaji. I mean,
I agree.
So anybody who wants to really learn, study human design needs to have access to that. I feel it's the best
I'm
thing.
an open ego, and I second that. She needs to make money from it.
Yeah.
Like, she put her heart and soul for an entire year, and she put it out like with her own ego and with all her energy, and really she did such an extraordinary piece of work there. And it's been a journey, and it's been a hell of a journey. And I said, like, I told her that so many times, that she needs to make money out of that art, because that's a piece of art. You have the talent to make the instruction manual of the dishwasher sound good. You know, a gift. It's a freaking gift.
Exactly. I got a new title for your work, Bambaji. Just when you were sharing, Michael, it came to me. You could call your general work, and then you divide up all these different aspects of it, the art of human design.
Ah, beautiful.
And that you are the only one. The art of human design. Hey, that's really your trademark. And I also have an open ego, of course, but I have the gate 26, and I have it it's the unconscious sun, you too. And so, so we know when we see something good, we can, this
Yeah,
My
definitely.
channel of community is like, but I have to give it to everyone. Everyone must share.
But I do agree with Bambaji. I don't know what is the income coming from YouTube. I think naturally it's going to happen because the content is so good that as we going along, as people are going to open up, they will search for it. So then I don't know what is the YouTube income, but I think so too. It's great.
Thank you.
And I have to say that thank you for today's poetry.
Oh, you're welcome.
Really nice.
Oh, the art of human design.
Yes, I want to say something because it's very, how to say, very good word, the art of human design. And also, I don't know if you know the story that Bambaji told last year in festival, not this year, last year, about cosmology and rave. And for me was wow. So in that moment, when I saw Bambaji, this is a person. So I want to meet her, and because also Bambaji has a lot of knowledge about cosmology and the story that. So for me, that story, it's, I don't know. Can you record again and put? We can pay for that story. I mean, I want to pay to have. Or I have, because I was in a festival, but it's better to hear more people about the story, because also we are in 2 years we'll be in 2027. So what are you?
Yeah,
Do you
and
want
that story
to
was.
share again that
I don't know
story,
where
or
that
to
came from. That
update?
story. That was that was a story of a woman who decided she wanted to speak through me and talking about the current cycle we're in, and also the cycles that are coming the ones that are coming. So we're going into the Phoenix, and then we're going to have explanation coming. We've got contagion in between the two, and just how it actually plays out for humanity. And it was a very interesting story, and it was almost told from the end of days. It was that point of like, we're here, the trees are still standing, we're still here, but they're not going to be here for long. And it was a powerful story, wasn't it? It was it was yes, something like that. I wouldn't be able to tell that one again, because it was again one of those that just came through. I have no idea what it was. It was you're muted, honey bun.
It got recorded. There is a good recording.
Oh,
It got
yes, yeah.
it is again something that can be packaged and sold. It's incredible. Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, when I look at what's being sold in the name of human design, left, right, and center. I mean, it's this particular story. I was also there. There is a recording. Yeah, you just
Yes.
Bear needs to package it.
It's on. I think Ravefest have got the.
They have. I'm not
copyright on
that, unfortunately. And if you do look at it, it's very, very dark, because we all had little candles, little LED candles. So it was supposed to be like we were around a campfire, and that was the feeling of it. It was a story being told from that kind of perspective, and it was I'd said to Bear before we went into that, I'd said to him, look, when I finish, I want you to lead the applause. I need you to be my cheerleader, so that everybody knows. And I've got at least one person who's going to be clapping, and because I'd never done anything like that before. It was new for me. And at the end of the story, do you remember, Nizar? The room was absolutely silent. You could hear a pin drop. For minutes on end. It was just, nobody wanted to break the silence of the story. They didn't want to break the mood that had been created. It was just amazing.
I mean, Nisarg was speechless. I mean, that takes some doing.
It's worth it getting the video for that alone.
But I'm going to pledge with the Human Design Rave Festival people. I'm part of that group. To release it so that you can have it, because I feel like it's, this cannot, I mean, this is really special. It's yours. I think I can pledge for that. I'm going to talk with Julia about it.
Thank you. Yeah, because then I can put that out, and that would be a great gift to be able to put that out.
Yeah.
Has anybody not spoken who would like to say anything? Can I invite you or ask you, Kay?
I just wanted to, express my gratitude, because I'm new to human design, and it's been such a great support to me. Your, beautiful transmissions, and and like everyone else has said, it's unique and a very, amazing, grace-filled transmission. So I just came here to express my gratitude. Thank you.
Which is gratefully received. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. And you put your little comments in, and I always read the comments that I get, and I do reply to them as often as I can. And I love it. I love getting that little bit of interaction with everybody. Oh, it's fun. It's nice to do that. Yay. Steph, you're doing all right down there. I say down there.
I'm the same. I'm really, really sick, still fighting with the flu. That's why I had my camera off, because I'm coughing. But I wanted to say thank you very, very much. And what Nisarg also said at the beginning, I'm doing currently the PTL1, and after the Wave Festival and after getting to know you and listen to your everyday present, it feels like, for me, it's like really just not even listen to the words, but listen to the energy what you provide on a daily basis helps me so much, because also the difference between German and English, I really would like to continue in English, because even though I'm German native, but it resonates much more with me. Also listening to Ra original videos, audios, and I'm also very auditive. Sorry, I just coughed all the time. So it's such a great gift, Bamaji, seriously. And I would love to hear the story from 2 years ago. And I have also my Chiron in 2027. I have
Oh,
also the Cross of Explanation, and I'm really excited what will come because it's for me still so it's so exciting. But I have the 49/4 in my sun, and I have really hard time at the moment. I'm still on the roof. I feel like I'm going a bit on the edge now to go down. So it started, but with my 49, I have my private life is a mess. My professional life the same. I don't even know where I'm getting. So I'm a projector and I listen to Ra's signature audios like on a daily basis for projectors to not forget my strategy, to really stay waiting for invitations. And I'm a Mills, I'm a splenic projector. So I know when it's the right time, but it's so hard at the moment, to be honest. So all your insights, your daily transit helps me so much to really hang on and stay positive also. So I really, really thank you for that. And I'm not commenting. I sent you an email once, thanking you. I'm not commenting that much, but I'm always with you and I send you every day good energy. I hope you have a great time in Mexico. I lived there also 2 years, and I hope you really have come back with good stories. And I'm so looking forward to listen from you.
thank you. Thank you. Fred. And really, I have to also say no, that this work is based on Ra's work. I keep it as authentic as I can, everything that I do, because it's Ra, and it's true to the system. So I'm not, I bring the odd little bit into it. The Blackbirds, of course, have their input, but generally I take it from the Line Companion, it comes from the Ravi Ching, and from all the other bits that Ra has done, and I just take a lot of his hyperbole out of it and his doom and gloom and shock and and I put my 2/4 projector-ness into it rather than his 5/1 manifester. But it's Ra, and where would any of us be without Ra? Really, without this work, which has changed my life, completely changed my life, and it's so wonderful. I'm so grateful that I found human design, or it found me. Yeah.
But could you explain again a little bit about what you are planning? A new wheel journey
A new wheel journey, yes.
Yeah.
And
can you say something more about it, and how is it going to be something to sign up, or is it going to be again like you did it, or?
It's going to be again like I did it. It'll be on YouTube, certainly to begin with. Bear is playing with different ideas of what we should do with it. But initially, certainly it's going out free on YouTube again, and on Substack, Facebook, all of those things. It's a story per gate. So not the lines this time, but there will be a synthesis of the lines within the story. So part of your exploration, if you want to do it, is just to see, where did the keynotes change? And it goes from the first line to the second. And where does it move? Because it's not always obvious, but that's the journey, which is why I say if you felt like you wanted to listen to it each day, and it's only short, each story only 5 to 7 minutes, then you can listen to it each day and then deepen into the journey of the gate as the sun transits through. But my idea at the moment, or my commitment, is to again go the whole wheel, but it will be a bit more gentle on me this time because it'll only be 64 and not the however many it was, 448 that I did this time. So a little bit easier. Online.
And when is it going to start?
Tomorrow morning at 6:44, and the sun transits into gate 17. And I'm actually going to put it out at the time of the sun's transit. This one, it just seemed easier to always do it at the same time, but this time I'm going to do it at the time of the sun's transit. So whenever that happens, it will be on YouTube.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And can I ask how long you're going to stay in Mexico?
This time, 3 weeks. Yeah, we've got a 3 weeks. So we've got a week holiday either side of the retreat, the conscious language retreat in the middle. And yeah, that's what we're planning.
You know why I am asking, Bambaji? Because I'm gonna go to Stelshagen on the 5th of April, and I'm gonna stay there for the whole month.
Oh,
So I had a fantasy that maybe you're going to come and visit.
yeah, we're back on the 16th of April, I think, something like that. Yeah. Ooh. I'd love to come to Stelshagen again. Yeah. Yeah, very beautiful place. Okay, guys, shall we get ready to wrap up? Has anyone anything they'd like to say before we close off tonight? And thank you all again for being here and sharing this closing gathering. It's been a real joy. And yeah. Thank you, Mikhail. Thank you, everyone. You gorgeous, gorgeous people. Thank you so much. Huge love. And you know what? You got to say at the end of this one. Go gently.
Go gently. Thank you, Bambaji.
All
You
right.
too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And drink gently.
Oh,
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
yep.
See you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
I'll see you tomorrow, Maria. I can kick you out, Daniela, if that's all right, my love.
Yes.
Okay. There you
So
go.
I want to tell you I started PTL1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Ah,
your work is very welcome now.
okay. I just got my license to teach ATL1 with Ilsa
Ah,
to do the gate, her gate module.
I will repeat with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you
See you
soon.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Angel. Hey, Nizar.
Hey, Bambaji. Oh, how lovely. Wow. Oh, how lovely. Wow.
Give her a kiss for you.
Mhm. Yeah,
There you go.
No, didn't get a chance.
so Bill could not come. He had an appointment with Mark.
Oh, hold on just a second.